Good afternoon, all of you. As per the exam point of view, I will discuss some of the points relevant to the concepts as well as the questions, because some people they are not following so far and they want to know very clearly the concepts what they are learned in the regular classes, because online session we have before the exam. Once I give to this, I share this video to you. It is easy at your house to see the derivative part of the questions and which are coming for the exam. You feel very comfort and you feel very easy also. In that aspect, I'll try to execute some of the questions which are already discussed in the classroom, and anyhow once again I'll do it on the board to improve your marks for attempting the half-yearly exam with more confidently. I'll do that. Some of the questions I'll initiate now. I'll focus on those questions one by one. I'll start now. Okay. Now here the point is magnitude of a bar plus b bar equals to magnitude of a bar minus b bar, and find the angle between them is 90 degrees. Find the angle between them is 90 degrees. Now that one have to work now. You take the first LHS value, magnitude of a bar plus b bar, expand this value by using the concept of a bar plus b bar in terms of vector notation. The value is here a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. The first term here expanded, the value will come, I give to the number now, that is 1. And go for the RHS side. Similarly, the value of a bar minus b bar, that should be equals to under root, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta, minus 2ab cos theta. After the expansion with including the sign, it will be negative. Here the sign should present is positive. Now as per the given condition, you write that step now. What they are given that magnitude of a bar plus b bar, that should be equals to magnitude of a bar minus b bar. Substitute the value of 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 in above. Substitute the values of 1 and 2 in above. Where you are substituting these two values? I write the value of 1 in the place of magnitude of a bar plus b bar, that is root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, that should be equals to, on the right side value now, a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta, minus 2ab cos theta. It is very clear now. Cancel the root on both sides. Cancel the root on both sides. Cancel the root on both sides, either by squaring or cancel on both sides. Then what value you got? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta should be equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Write this step, 2ab cos theta. Cancel the values which are same magnitudes on both sides and write the remaining, that is 2ab cos theta present on left side. Move this towards the left, then the value will change its sign. The value is coming here is 2ab cos theta, that should be equals to 0. From this very clear both are same terms, possible to add. Then 2ab cos theta, that should be equals to 0. From this cos theta equals to 0 by 4ab, 0 by any value, that should be equals to 0. When the cos theta will becomes 0, cos theta becomes 0, at what value? Theta equals to 90 degrees. This is the way to attempt the answer for this question. Magnitude of a bar plus b bar, that should be equals to magnitude of A bar minus B bar, and show the angle between them is 90 degrees. Okay, do that now. Okay, next, another question. I'll go to the another question. You should write the statement of the question briefly, then you'll focus to attempt the solution for that. A particle moves. A particle moves. Second SAQ, I'll attempt now. A particle moves in a straight line. In a straight line. In a straight line with uniform acceleration. With, yeah, I'm writing now. With uniform acceleration. With uniform acceleration. At t equals 0, its velocity is v1, and at t equals to t, its velocity is v2. At t equals to t, its velocity is v2. Find the average. Find the average velocity. Find the average velocity in this time interval. In this time interval is v1 plus v2 by 2. In this time interval is v1 plus v2 by 2. This is the question. You want to find the answer for this because you want to show this result for the given conditions. What are those given conditions? At t equals 0, velocity is v1. At t equals to t, velocity is v2. For this, what value should calculate now? Average velocity you want to calculate. How to do this? First one, average distance. Average distance traveled. Average distance traveled by a body. Average distance traveled by a body. Now that one I am showing now. S equals to, already know the basic formula, b square minus u square by 2a. In the sense now, here I am writing the standard form of this value. B square minus u square equals to 2as. It is applicable in uniform motion. Now from this, s equals to b square minus u square by 2a. And apply this concept with respect to the final velocity and initial velocity. B is final velocity and u is initial velocity, and a is acceleration. A is acceleration. Then you have to observe this. At initial time, velocity is v1. At a final time, velocity is v2. That means you are mapping the value. V is mapped by the final velocity is v2, and u should be mapped with the initial velocity is v1. And now replace v by v2, u by v1, because one is at final interval, other one is at initial interval. Then what will comes here? The value v is replaced by v2 and u is replaced by v1 divided by 2a. You want to change this because the result in terms of v1 and v2, not in terms of a. That reason you want to make the change, the value of acceleration also. It is also one of the uniform motion equation. V equals to u plus at. From this result, v minus u equals to at. Now further you have to write in the required form. b minus u by t, that should be equals to a. This is the value will come after representing the value of a in terms of final velocity and initial velocity. Substitute that value now here. S equals to v2 square minus v1 square by 2 into v2 minus v1 means v minus u by t. From this now we should write v2 square minus v1 square divided by 2 into v is nothing but what? Final velocity, and u means what? Initial velocity divided by time. Divided by time. Now move this t value to the numerator. Simple mathematical steps I am using here. Now s equals to v2 square minus v1 square into t divided by 2 into v2 minus v1. 2 into v2 minus v1. 2 into v2 minus v1. I'll do that remaining part at the top on the board because it is visible to you clearly. I'll repeat the same step once again. That means s equals to v2 square minus v1 square into t divided by 2 into v2 minus v1. We observed it is very clear. It is very clear now. It is in the form of a square minus b square. We simplify that in the form of a plus b into a minus b divided by 2 into v2 minus v1. Already t is multiplied. Cancel these two terms. Then go for the next step now. S equals to v2 plus v1 by 2 into t. Move this t on the left side now. S by t is nothing but what? Average velocity. That should be equal to how much it will come? v1 plus v2 by 2. The required one we are showing here with the help of simple mathematical steps. By selecting the uniform motion equation v square minus u square equals 2as. From this, in terms of distance, average distance traveled by the body s, v square minus u square by 2a. v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity. Now that one replaced by, for the given condition, v is equals to v2 and u is replaced by v1. Substitute that in the numerator. Now a value also, by taking the uniform motion equation, v equals u plus at, v minus u equals at, and a equals v minus u by t. Then have to substitute here by doing step by step, one after another, by solving the numerator in the simplified form, that is v2 plus v1 into v2 minus v1. The common terms are cancelled. Then s into v2 plus v1 by 2 into t. The distance by time is nothing but average velocity. What value you want, that one you have to obtain. S by t equals to v1 plus v2 by 2. Take this. Okay. Then I'll go to another one now. Similar model, one more question we have. Because these are not only for this half-yearly exam, these are very important for learning the concept and as well as the final exam also. In that aspect, this is also another important way to practice these questions one by one. Okay. Another question I have to discuss now. A vehicle, note on the question, a vehicle travels of the distance L, of the distance L, with speed v1, and another of, and other of, with speed v2, What is the average speed? What is the average? Short form writing now, average speed. Then the statement that mentioned very clearly, a vehicle travels half the distance L with speed V1, other half with speed V2. What is the average speed? What is the average speed? Now, I'll attempt the answer now. Here I represent the 2 points. At the midpoint is that one represented by like this. What is the velocities here now? One is V1, second one is V2. What is the half the distance? The total is L. Half of the distances are L by 2 and other half is also L by 2. Now from this now, the required one you want to calculate. What is that? Average speed equals to total distance. It is a formula. Total distance divided by total time taken. Total time. Total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. Already total distance is clear from this point to this point. Half of the distance is L1 and the half of the distance L by 2. You write that first part is L by 2. Second part is also L by 2. Total time is total time. First part and second part correspondingly it is T1. It is T2. Then the total time is T will comes. Add those two values now. T1 plus T2. Write this. T1 plus T2. And you have to simplify the value at this moment. We convert this time in terms of distance and velocity. That one also mentioned now. T equals to what? D by V. T equals to D by V. Extend this with respect in terms of T1 and T2. Now T1 equals to, what is the distance already travelled? L by 2. What is the corresponding velocity? V1. Go for the second time interval is T2. What about the distance covered? Of, that is L by 2 divided by velocity is V2. It is easy now to replace T1 and T2 by the concerned values in terms of half of the lengths. Now right now the average speed equals to average speed. That should be equals to L by 2 plus L by 2 by T1 is replaced by what? L by 2 by V1 plus L by 2 by V2. That way should present in this. Next step now, take the LCM in the top. That means 2L by 2 divided by L by move to the denominator 2V1 plus L by 2V2. L by 2 and L by T by 2. Then go for the next step now. V average or physics subject completed. Just only it's a mathematical way to solve the desired value you want to obtain for the given condition. Now here observe now these two values should be cancelled. Then L divided by, take the common as L. Then what will comes now? 1 by 2V1 plus 1 by 2V2. 1 by 2V1 plus 1 by 2V2. Write that step. Now here also L and L gets cancelled. Remove the statement now. I go to this step once again. That is the average speed equals to what value will comes now? 1 by 2V1 plus 1 by 2V2. Take the LCM now and move to the numerator. Now that is first of all I am doing like this. 2V2 plus 2V1 divided by 2V1 into 2V2. Because it is easy to write the steps clearly. Then 1 by 2V2 plus 2V1. What value will comes now? 4V1 and V2. 4V1 and V2. Then go for the next step now. V average equals to move to the numerator. 4V1 V2 divided by, take the common from these two terms 2. You have taken as common. Then V2 plus V1 will come. Cancel this. How many times? 2 times. Therefore 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. That is our required value we are obtained for the given conditions. The body should travel half of the distance with velocity V1 and V2. Then the V average speed equals to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2 will come. 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. That is the way to obtain the value, the given statement. Okay. Next one. I'll go to another question. Because all are the mathematical proofs. We should do it one by one slowly and very easy to get the results clearly and obtain the values very correctly. Next, another SAQ question. Show that maximum height. Show that maximum height reached by a projectile reached by a projectile launched at an angle of 45 degrees. Launched at an angle 45 degree. In 1 quarter is 1 quarter, QARTER, 1 quarter of its range. This is the basic condition of its range. How to find this value? Here now. From here, show that the maximum height you want to calculate. Maximum height and other one in terms of range. That is the relation you want to obtain from the given statement, and the angle value you want to consider 45 degrees. Now we want to attempt the answer now. Given that, better to write like this. Given that, what is the value there given in the statement? 45 degree. 45 degree. Already know the range formula. Range, that represented by R, that equals to U square sine 2 theta by G. U square sine 2 theta by G. This is the value. Now here U square sine 2 of theta is how much? 45 divided by G. Now what will come? Sine 2 into 45 is 90 divided by G. You know very clearly U square by G into sine 90. Sine 90 value everyone knows. It is 1. Therefore U square by G into 1, that should be equals to what? U square by G. The range value what you got here? R equals to U square by